Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover rare coins hiding in plain sight that could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny. This coin might look ordinary, but don't be fooled. It's one of the most sought-after coins in U.S. history, and right now, collectors are paying top dollar, up to $79,152, for the right specimen. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $80,000 for a single penny. Stay with us as we break down everything you need to know about this valuable treasure, its history, what makes it so special, and how you can find out if you have one worth life-changing money. Let's start with the history. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat penny was minted in the United States during a time of economic boom and cultural change. The Cold War was heating up, Elvis Presley was topping the charts, and the United States Mint was busy producing billions of coins to keep up with the growing economy. Among these, the humble Lincoln Wheat penny, named for the iconic wheat ears on the reverse side, continued to serve Americans in everyday transactions. The Lincoln Cent series began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat penny stayed in circulation until 1958 before being replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. Now here's where things get interesting. In 1956, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these 1-cent coins, but among them, a very small number featured rare errors and pristine conditions that would eventually make them incredibly valuable. The 1956 penny with no mint mark was struck in Philadelphia, which typically did not use a mint mark during that period. So if your penny from 1956 doesn't have a little D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, that's perfectly normal, and potentially good news. But what makes a no-mint mark 1956 penny worth thousands of dollars? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and error varieties. First, rarity in condition. Most 1956 pennies were heavily circulated. That means they've got scratches, nicks, or discoloration. However, a few were preserved in near-perfect condition, what collectors call mint state. These coins can grade as high as MS-67 or even MS-68 on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70. A penny graded MS-68 red is exceptionally rare. The red refers to the original coppery color, and only a handful of coins have retained that brilliant red luster over the decades. If you've got a 1956 penny with no mint mark and it looks shiny, bright red, and flawless, it could be one of these rare specimens. Second, error varieties. Collectors love errors because they make a coin unique. On 1956 pennies, a few famous errors include doubled dies, repunched mint marks. Even though there's technically no mint mark, some coins show signs of die misalignment or doubling. These errors can make your coin even more valuable. One of the most well-known and desirable varieties from 1956 is the doubled die obverse. This error occurs when the coin's die imprints the design twice, slightly offset, creating a doubling effect that's visible to the naked eye. Check the letters in Liberty, In God We Trust, or even Lincoln's profile for signs of doubling. If you find one, congratulations, you're looking at a collector's dream. But how does a simple penny end up being worth more than a luxury car? It's all about market demand. Rare coins are just like art or antique cars. They're worth whatever collectors are willing to pay. In the case of the 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat penny, one recently sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $79,152. That's not a myth. It was a pristine MS-68 red coin, almost perfectly preserved since the day it was minted. These kinds of sales don't happen every day, but they prove just how serious coin collectors are. Now here's the exciting part. What should you do if you find a 1956 penny in your change jar, coin collection, or old piggy bank? First, don't clean it. Never clean an old coin. It can ruin its value. Instead, handle it carefully by the edges and store it in a soft pouch or coin holder. Next, examine the coin's color. A bright red tone is good. Look for sharp details, minimal wear, and no major scratches or marks. If you see signs of doubling or any irregularities, That's even better. If it looks promising, take it to a professional coin dealer or send it to a third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its condition and assign it an official grade, which can significantly increase its value. Here's a quick value breakdown of 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat pennies as of today's market. A well-worn coin in circulated condition is worth about 10 to 25 cents. A coin in uncirculated condition could range from $5 to $100. A gem quality MS65 red coin might fetch $300 to $1,000. And a top-graded MS67 or MS68 red coin. That's where we reach the $20,000 to $79,000 range or higher. So the next time you come across a jar of old coins, don't dismiss those wheat pennies. That plain-looking 1956 penny without a mint mark might just be your lucky break. Who knows, you might be holding on to a rare piece of American history that could pay off your debts, fund a vacation, or even buy a car. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more rare coin stories and coin hunting tips. Drop us a comment below if you have a 1956 penny or want help identifying your coins. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and remember, always check your change. You never know what treasures are waiting to be discovered. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you're a fan of rare coins, hidden gems in your pocket change, or just want to learn about the most valuable pennies ever made, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1958 Lincoln wheat penny, a coin that might look ordinary but could be hiding in plain sight, and it's worth a jaw-dropping $75,109 in today's coin market. Let's explore the history, what makes this coin so rare and valuable, the key details that set it apart from the rest, and how you could be holding a small fortune in your hand without even knowing it. The history behind the 1958 Lincoln wheat penny. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we need to go back to its origins. The 1958 Lincoln wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint. That's what the D Mint mark stands for, and you can find it just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. This was one of the last years that the U.S. Mint produced wheat reverse pennies before switching to the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln wheat penny was first issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person and stayed in circulation with its wheat reverse design for 50 years. By 1958, the coin had already seen half a century of history, and the Denver Mint produced more than 800 million of them that year. So you might be asking, how can a coin with such a large mintage be so valuable? Well, that's where things get interesting. What makes the 1958 penny worth over $75,000? Even though over 800 million of these coins were minted, not all pennies are created equal. Several factors can make a 1958 penny extraordinarily valuable. These include minting errors. Some coins from this year contain rare and dramatic doubling errors. One of the most famous error types is the double die obverse, where the letters "Liberty in God We Trust" and even the date show strong doubling visible to the naked eye. These are incredibly rare and command high prices at auction. Exceptional condition, coins graded MS67 or higher, mint state, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare for this issue. Most pennies circulated heavily and show signs of wear. But a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition with original red luster can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Full red luster, RD. The value of a Lincoln wheat penny can vary significantly depending on its color designation. A 1958 penny with a full red appearance, untouched by air and moisture, is far more desirable than a brown or red-brown version. Collectors pay a premium for those bright, original red coins. Record-breaking auction sale. One of the most mind-blowing facts about the 1958 Lincoln penny is that a high-grade specimen sold for a staggering $75,109 at auction. That's right, a single penny, just 1 cent, sold for over $75,000. The coin in question was professionally graded MS67 Plus read by PCGS and had absolutely no flaws, a perfect example of what collectors dream of. These ultra-high-grade coins are like finding a diamond in the rough. They are exceedingly rare and can fetch astronomical prices when offered to elite collectors and investors. What to look for in your 1958 Dewey penny? If you have a 1958 D penny lying around, here's what you need to check. Mint mark. Make sure that D is present under the date. Condition. Look for sharp details, full strike, no scratches, and a bright red tone. Doubling. Inspect the words "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date for signs of doubling. Color. Red is king. Red-brown is good. Brown is least valuable but still collectible. Grading. Consider sending your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional grading if you suspect it's in high grade. Why it's worth so much today? The coin market is driven by demand, rarity, and historical significance. The 1958 D penny hits all three. It marks the final year of the iconic wheat reverse design. Only a few coins have been preserved in high mint state with full red color. Era varieties are scarce and heavily pursued by collectors. It's a coin from a transitional period, right before the design change in 1959. Top-grade coins have proven auction results that validate their immense value. What if you find one? If you think you've found a 1958 D penny that could be worth something, don't clean it, ever. Cleaning coins damages the surface and drastically reduces their value. Instead, handle it by the edges only. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling. Store it in a 2x2 coin flip or protective capsule. Get it authenticated and graded by a professional. And then? You might just have a 5-figure payday waiting. The 1958 D Lincoln Wheat penny might seem like just another coin, but for sharp-eyed collectors and lucky discoverers, it could be a life-changing treasure. With a potential value of $75,109, this humble 1-cent piece proves that history, rarity, and condition can transform pocket change into a small fortune. So go ahead, check your piggy banks, coin jars, and old penny rolls. The next legendary penny might be hiding in your house right now. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more rare coin discoveries, coin values, and collecting tips, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next exciting episode. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or want help identifying your coins. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!